所以我们第一个问题就是大概是你觉得培训对员工有未来有什么发展，有什么影响？就是一个培训的话，对员工发展。
我觉得是对公司比较重要。
对公司。
培训是为了公司往后的这个发展，所以我们才做培训。
OK， 那平时的话，你们会怎样对员工进行培训呢？就是你会怎样去培训的？
我们会分3个部分培训。如果是厨房的员工，我们是培训他的食物饭那个料理的知识。那如果是服务生的话，我们培训关于招待方面的操作。那如果是一个position，比如说我们的manager或者是我们的主管来着，他比较多是培训在在。
I'm gonna explain to you the introduction of human resource management. So, as for the importance of human resource management, we all know that human resource management involves in recruit, manage, and direct people. So, human resource management has a lot of importance to the issues that related to compensation, company and staff performance management, organization development, safety, wellness, and also employee motivation. So the first reason why human resource management is important because it is in control over the overall recruitment and also the training of the workforce. Since hiring employees need to have a collaboration between managers and also human resource management team, so they must guide the staff in leadership training, teamwork management, scheduling assistance, a systematic hiring process, interview process, and also the selection monitoring. Next is the contribution of human resource management to achieve an organization goals. So, human resource management has a very important part to be played in achieving the organization goal, as well as helping the organization to achieve and maintain excellence. So, human resource management has the power to get the best employees, to create and maintaining a culture that encouraging and reward talent by giving the tools that is needed to manage and operate in one organization. The background of our chosen organization, which is Life Cafe. So Life Cafe has been operating since 1995, and the owner of this cafe is a couple that has brought a Taiwanese tea culture to Sarawak, especially in Kuching, and initiate the art of Chinese tea drinking. But a tea house at Wee High Street in Kuching, Sarawak. So Wee High Street is their first cafe in Sarawak, and the tea house was called Life because and was accessorized with bamboo that symbolized the gentleman. So I'm gonna explain to you the nature of organization that we have choose, which is Life Cafe. So Life Cafe running a tea house that serve a range of tea beverages for its customer. So Life Cafe has transformed itself into a very victorious group of chain cafe that serve its popular dish, which is spicy noodles, herbal soup, dumplings, and refreshing juices, and also local cuisine. So as soon as we enter the Life Cafe, especially at Jalan Padungan, it is like entering into a Chinese classic. The cafe is solely designed with handcrafted wood panels, handcrafted wood furniture, and also artistic teapots if we order tea, frame calligraphies, and a lot of Chinese painting. And the lighting in the cafe is very soft, and the place is very cozy and comfortable, and also cool air conditioned atmosphere that will create an ambience of warmth and easiness for customers to have a pleasure meal with their loved one.
Okay, let's move on to the human resource planning. Human resource planning is a process to select the right people at right times and right place to fulfill the company needs and want in the forecast. Human resource planning should not emphasize to fill up the empty space, but to hire the right employees for the right positions. As Mr. Paul said, there are more emphasis on employees' abilities and intentions to fill up the vacancy immediately. Human resource planning should focus on utilizing skill of our employees through a training program, and Mr. Paul perceptions the training is vital for a growth of our company futures. Everyone is required to train regardless on their experience. Human resource planning are essential at the early stage of a companies. Mr. Paul mentions that there are big problems without this planning because people should be hired are not be hired, but people should not be hired are being hired. It will look like a mess. So now we move to the selections and requirements. Based on Mr. Paul's perceptions, Life Cafe recruit employee depends on the positions they are interviewing for. Applicants with experience will tap on advanced job scopes, while applicants without experience will focus on their work intentions. Also, Mr. Paul also mentions that they will accept both internal and external requirements, since both of them have their own benefits. Life Cafe did not adopt the questionnaire methods to collect the customer intentions, but human resource managers will only just ask the applicants to fill out the simple questions like personal data, work experience, salary requirements, and educational background and address. While for the positions and manager and chef, they will ask the questions on spot and get the answer for them.
Now we are going to a training and staff development. According to the Mr. Paul, the HR manager of Life Cafe, he said that training and staff development is important to the company because it is about the company future development. They train their employee according to a job scope. For example, the kitchen staff will train in knowledge of food. For the waiter will train in customer service and operation. And for the higher management position like manager or supervisor will train in the development in relationship management. The learning speed of employee is the part of difficulties during the training session because different people have different learning speed. Hence, the HR management will keep training the employees at least once every 3 months. They will oversee the employee's potential and offer a position which is suitable for him or her. They will not simply offer a position to the employee because this will make he or she stress during their work. Next is the performance appraisal. Mr. Paul said that they will evaluate the employees based on 3 criteria. First is the inspection of personnel. Second is the familiar with their respective job scope, and third is the personal hygiene. He added on that the behavior of employee is important for the evaluation. They will not evaluate the employee based on the appearance. There will conflict occur in that company because in the F&B line, the job requirement is not so high, so the people will not get any high education or hold any high certificate to come over here to work. And then they are from different background and demographic, so generally their ideology and educational perception were different, so that conflict occur. Mr. Paul said that they will mediate the conflict based on things and not biased to anyone.
Today I will present about the compensation. Compensation is a reward. This cafe will give a rewards to the employee. The rewards will be given at the annual awards. At the annual awards, they will provide testimonial awards, certificate, and recognize offer once a year. This reward will be given followed by a grade. They have grade A, B, and C. This grade are given by the quality and the ability of the employee. The ability they will test from the training. I will present about the employment and labor law. The labor law is the benefit are given from the cafe to the employee. The first benefit the cafe life give is EPF and SOCSO. Second, maternity leave to the woman. Second, they will provide the accommodation to the employee who are stay long from the city. So the last is they will give salary followed by the experience. Thank you.
There were a few loopholes that we have come to notice in Life Cafe. First off, it is said that Life Cafe grades their employees according to level A, B, and C based on their individual quality and ability to learn in order for them to prioritize which employees are more valuable to the company. Training will be given to those who are in the highest grade first, but it kind of precedes a certain type of discrimination in the disposition of slow learners. The criteria of evaluation for grade level should not be justified by the learning abilities of an individual, but rather it should cover other aspects such as their attributes and characters. As for Life Cafe's employee compensation benefits, it is uncertain whether the company provides bonuses, increment of salary, or overtime and public holidays pay rates for their employees, since it was not mentioned in the interview. If the company does not do so, then the company should revise their employee benefits policy in order to properly reward their employees. Lastly, Life Cafe should adopt the paternity leave in the company's regulations, contributing to the gender equality movement. They will be able to enhance their employee welfare and reposition their company as an employee-friendly workplace on the sideline. So in conclusion, we found that Life Cafe has a very promising company background in which they overlook the employees' academic credentials and instead prioritize their individual talents and potentials that outshine their achievements in education. They do not show biases in selecting their employees and ensure that their employees undergo training to further develop their skill sets as well as individual values for more opportunities in the workforce later on.